So in today's video, I'm going to show you 5 of the best cases for the Galaxy S21 Plus. I'll leave a link in the description below with current pricing and more information for everything covered in this video. Now obviously there's going to be more than just these 5 that I would recommend, but hopefully this will give you a few different options to choose from. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first case up is by Spec, and this is the Presidio 2 grip case. This one's currently on sale for 34 bucks on Amazon, where it's super rigid, but it also has a somewhat flexible TPU material. And I really like these ridges on the back that kind of wrap around on the side. It definitely gives it extra grip. Power and volume buttons stick out plenty on the sides, so it's real easy to locate, and they work really nice. And yeah, they're super clicky as well. Really nice screen protection on all edges, pretty much all the way around. Sort of a unique cutout here on the back for the cameras and flash, and you can see it's got a little bit of thickness to it, so it's protecting the cameras as well. And then you got a nice oversized cutout on the bottom for the charging port as well. Overall, it adds quite a bit of protection, and it's fairly lightweight. Plus you've got this really cool design that wraps over the edges that just gives it a lot of extra grip, which is probably where they came up with the name. Next case up is the Plasma series by UAG, or Urban Armor Gear. And you'll definitely have to check this one out because it's got about 10 different styles or colors. Now this one's probably the most rugged out of the ones I'm showing you here, as it is military standard drop tested, and it's just got a really cool rugged transparent look on the back. And yeah, there's pretty much no flex in this one, thanks to that hard plastic on the back. Really nice power and volume buttons there on the right hand side, which are made of a softer TPU material. They're definitely larger buttons than on the Spec case, and probably just a little easier to use. I think you get a little bit better drop protection on this case as well. Really nice protection on the back for the cameras. You can see this one's definitely a little bit thicker than the Spec case. You can see this also has extra protection on the corners. You've also got these little ridges here on each side. That's going to give extra grip. And of course you got a nice oversized cutout for the charging port. I gotta say, this is definitely one of the cooler looking rugged cases out there. And of course it works with wireless charging. The next one up is the Rinky Onyx case. This one's available in 3 different colors: black, dark gray, and navy. Nice thing is, this one's only 13 bucks. Now this one is a TPU case, but it's got a really nice matte texture on the back. And even though this one does have some flex to it, it still has a little bit of thickness to it. Really nice design here on the edge, and the power and volume buttons work really nice as well. Now the buttons don't stick out real far, but they made them smooth where the rest of the side is kind of a rough texture, so it makes it pretty easy to locate. Now this one has a really nice ridge around the camera cutout, so it's just going to give it a little extra protection when laying it down. Plus you've got these little bumps on the corners so that the case lays flat instead of rocking back and forth. Nice cutouts on the bottom for the speaker and the charging port. And this case gives you a little extra protection on the top and bottom of the screen as well. So if you're looking for a TPU case that's pretty affordable, yeah, you gotta check this one out. Now the next case up is the Color Brick by Cyril. And this one is $17 on Amazon. This one actually has buttons you can customize depending on which color you want, which they should just pop right out. So I got the buttons to pop in there without too much trouble. Good thing is, it looks like the power and volume buttons work really good on this one. And yeah, the power and volume buttons are super clicky on this one. Perfect cutouts on the back for the cameras and flash. As you can see on the back side, you can sort of see through it. Sort of a frosted look to it. And it is pretty rigid as well. Along the edges, you've got a nice soft touch material. And they add these little ridges to give you some extra grip. Really nice cutouts on the bottom for the speaker and charging port as well. Overall, this is definitely a really nice and clean design to it. Really the only branding is right there by the cameras and just a little C there on the side. You also have some decent screen protection there around the edge. I've actually had a couple cases from this company before, and yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite case makers. And of course, it works with wireless charging. And I gotta tell you, this last case I'm gonna show you, which comes in gunmetal or black, is probably my favorite case from Spigen. Not really because of the design or how it looks, but more of just how good the functionality is. I sort of cheated. I was already using this case for a little bit, so I've actually used this one the most out of these. This one just offers probably the best protection, but not only that, just the functionality, like how they put these ridges on the power button. I'm telling you, it's gotta be one of the best power buttons I've ever used. And this one is a hybrid case where it's a hard plastic shell. And then you got a softer TPU material for the power and volume buttons, and top and bottom. I gotta say, the design on the back is not really my favorite. I wish they could do something to make it look better, but it does have a built-in kickstand. Really nice protection there for the cameras on the back. And you can sort of see this one is definitely a little bit thicker than some of the other cases. So nice cutouts for the charging port and speaker. And just like the other cases, you're gonna get really good screen protection. So yeah, this one's probably a little more heavy duty than the other cases. But trust me, once you use this power button that has all the little ridges, yeah, you're not gonna wanna use another case. Now, even though the volume buttons don't stick out because the power button is recessed, it still makes them pretty easy to locate. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.